Temps and Ledger. They've earned 1,400,000 in win money and place money, these 7 runners, and won 36 races. And Classic Cliche, very much on his toes. This son of South, the junior runner in the field at 4 years old, is going to be blindfolded for Stall's entry. This 4th ride in the race for Michael Cannan, the clear leader in the London Club's charity trophy at the Royal Meeting. Getting a spin, Classic Cliche, now led towards his stall 7.
Last one coming in.
On the far side, and he's in all right. The hood removed. That's it. They're all set, and they're away. And the white face on the right of Double Trigger shows, with on the left Classic Cliche. Between horses is La Table, and La Table it is now, and Double Trigger. These two with Double Trigger going on from La Table, Classic Cliche. Then Assessor, behind Assessor is Nonanito for France, then Always Aloof, and the only mare, Upper Mount Clare. And Double Trigger, the leader, now as they race towards the intersection from La Table and Classic Cliche. He had to do it the hard way last year, this son of Elamanamu, who was bidding to become one of only 6 in the long history of British racing to win the Ascot, Goodwood and Doncaster Gold Cups in one season. And he's coming up now towards the winning post on the 1st circuit. The leader from La Table, Classic Cliche and Assessor, then Nonanito, Always Aloof, and Upper Mount Clare, and getting a tremendous cheer as though this was the final circuit. And he's bowling along in the lead, a couple of lengths ahead of La Table, who's about 2 lengths up on Classic Cliche, then another couple to Assessor, and 2.5 to just in behind him, Nonanito, and behind Nonanito, Always Aloof and Upper Mount Clare. Double Trigger, just passing the 1.5 mile point in this 1996 Group 1 Gold Cup, worth 118,872 to the winner, 38,900 to the second, 19,000 to the third, and 9,350 to the fourth. And they've got just over 1.25 miles to run now. Double Trigger the leader from La Table and Classic Cliche and Assessor and Nonanito, Always Aloof and Upper Mount Clare, passing the 1.25 mile pole. Double Trigger and Jason Weaver. Jason and Double Trigger with a 100% record in the race so far, having won this together last year. Lead by a couple to 2.5 from La Table, with Classic Cliche poised close in 3rd. Then Assessor, Nonanito, Always Aloof, and Upper Mount Clare. And that was the mile pole they passed then, with Double Trigger the leader from La Table. Classic Cliche and Assessor and Nonanito, Always Aloof, and Upper Mount Clare past the 7. Double Trigger, the odds-on favorite from La Table. Classic Cliche and Assessor getting a little bit closer, and Aloof, Always Aloof, racing towards the half-mile mark now. Double Trigger, the leader still by 2 from La Table, Classic Cliche, Assessor, Nonanito and Always Aloof, and Upper Mount Clare. Racing into the home turn now, and Jason asking Double Trigger to quicken a little further. Classic Cliche is still poised in 3rd under Mick Kinnan. Assessor's getting closer. Nonanito for France is next, though La Table is holding his place as well. Round the home turn, and it's Double Trigger the leader, with Classic Cliche the challenger towards the stand side. La Table between horses, And it's Double Trigger being pressed now by Classic Cliche. Double Trigger pulling it out now with his white face over on the far side. Classic Cliche on the near side. They're coming to the furlong pole. There's little between them. Double Trigger on the far side. Classic Cliche on the near side. Classic Cliche beginning to wear him down. It's going to be another for Mick Kinnan. Classic Cliche wins the Gold Cup. Classic Cliche the winner. Double Trigger is second, and Nononito for France is third. Then Always Aloof and Letard behind them, Upper Montclair, and finally Assessor. And so the result of the 1996 Ascot Gold Cup is first, number 6, Classic Cliche, owned by Godolphin, trained by Said bin Sarur, and ridden by Michael Kinnan. Second was number 3, Double Trigger, owned by Mr. Ron Huggins, trained by Mark Johnston, and ridden by Jason Weaver. And third was number 5, Nononito, owned by Mr. Patrick Siba, trained by Jean Lesbourd, and ridden by Sylvain Guillot, with fourth, number 1, Always Aloof. This is the winner of the Potemps and Ledger, and now the winner of the Ascot Gold Cup, Classic Cliche, a 3-to-1 chance.
And in the end, it lived up to everything it promised, and class prevailed. Double Trigger, could he, should he have gone faster? He was pushing from the 6 furlong marker of Jason Weaver, but he couldn't burn off the opposition. There were plenty lining up with a chance in the straight, but in the end, it was Classic Cliche who came out of the pack, produced with perfect timing by Mick Kinnan, came to hit the front 200 yards from the finish, and bravely though Trigger battled back, he just hadn't got the resources, the speed to come back and pull back the lead. So the classic form prevails. The St. Ledger winner wins, and the rumours in the ring proved to be quite unfounded. Classic Cliches proved himself to be a champion. He stayed the 2.5 miles of the Gold Cup, and he's won in great style.
What an extraordinary tactical race, because Mick Kinnan knew he had to stay close enough to Trigger that when he pressed the accelerator, Classic Cliche would respond. He was close enough, that did happen. I think you're right, Julian, just early on in the race, possibly Double Trigger could have gone a bit quicker, but you can't expect too much of a horse. He's run his guts out, as ever. Classic Cliche just too good for him on the day.
Kinnan?
Well, here's the horse that's continuing, sustaining a fantastic meeting for Michael Kinnan. He was London Club's Charity Trophy winner in 1994 with 4 winners, in 1995 with 4 winners, and this is his 4th winner at the 1996 meeting. And there he explains to Sheikh Mohammed just how it was.